you're having more R more than M, then you could fall asleep or having wandering thought, like the thought that cannot focus anymore. Thus, if you have such a feeling like this means the balance is not achieved. But when do you achieve? You would feel just right. You don't need to move, you don't need to do anything else, just be content. Kind of like when you imagine when you go to bed at night, lie down on your bed, this is it, the end of the day, this is all I need. That's the feeling that you're gonna get when you have the balance. It's kind of like that. But this, while you are not lying down on the bed, and when you are still aware of yourself, not falling asleep. Good? Okay. So when you find this, once you've maintained the balance, next is to get your focus into places. And this method is help you maintain your focus. Because sometimes when you are trying to meditate, if you just sit still but your mind wandering, it doesn't focus. When it's focused, it's kind of like when you have a magnifying glass. You put them and hold it still. When the light is focusing at one point, it could turn on, it could burn at that point when it's focused. Same thing for the mind too. When it wandering, it loses the strength. So when you focus, it have power. So visualization is one method to help you focus. How? Well, first you choose a simple object of your own preference under the condition that it must not create thought or emotion. If it make you angry, make you sad or recall of your past or worry about future or create anxiety, that should not be an object to use. The recommendation one are these four, like the sun, the moon, a star, the crystal ball. Choose any of these and make sure you don't switch them around in case, tonight is very dark, I like to imagine the star. Then one day you come, wait, it's not night anymore, it's it's like the daytime, I should use the sun. At the time, each time you can choose only one. But if you switch them around, like a minute the sun, a minute the moon, keep changing like that, it would not help you focus. So choose only one would be a best option. Okay? However, when you visualize them, in case you're wondering when should you should apply this, first of all, when you are having wandering thought, for example, your mind are not within you, but your mind thinking of your home, your friends, such thought like that. This is when you apply. The minute when you visualize an object, it calling and pulling the mind back to yourself. Or in case you're wondering where should you focus, we're focusing the mind inside our body at any point when you feel just right to begin with. But the recommendation would be around your abdomen. It's the most well balanced to maintain the mind. But you can start from forehead, your heart, however you feel, where you feel just right. But remember, under the content of relaxation and mindfulness. Okay, this is one. But in case you have thought, which is common as well, common to the point that everyone has, including myself who's speaking at the moment, you can use the mantra to help you focus. The mantra in the meditation we practice here are more like repeating words. You recite them into your own mind at your own pace. Or you can use your own mantra toward maximum. Your own mantra could be something like this, like breathe in or breathe out. Some people using something like peace in or peace out, however you feel. Choose in a way that you feel most comfortable to use with. But here when I guide meditation, I was learned from my master. So we're using what we use in our temple. It is pronounced something like this. Samma arahang, like that. Okay. Samma arahang or samma arahang. You can also synchronize with your own breath, like while you're breathing, like breathe in, samma, and breathe out, arahang. Breathe in and breathe out, samma arahang, over and over until the sound of the mantra in your mind fade away. And when it's fade away like that without you forcing or stop by yourself, that's a sign telling you that your mind has achieved inner peace. So you just observe and stay at this time. And in case you're wondering what does this word means, it is an old ancient Indian language used in the time of the Buddha. It's called Pali language. It's ancient. Now it's only used or exists in the scripture. It's not really using much anymore. Maybe in some country like in Sri Lanka they might use it, but I think they have Sinhala or some kind of name that I don't remember how to recall them. But anyway, Sinhala or something like that. The language they use in Sri Lanka. But anyway, this language, Pali language, what is mean is using in here. It means the correct path to be away from defilements or troubles in the mind. So, if you use this, what's gonna happen? Well, it helps you calm the mind. And if you use something else, no problem. Your choice. So you can choose to use these two methods that introduced here today, whether you want to visualize or using the mantra to help you calm the mind down. Choosing both, do it both at the same time, or do just either one is fine. However you feel comfortable. All right? So, in case you are not sure yet what you need to do for the meditation, before we can start, check yourself 3 things before you gonna go. 1, check and make sure if your mobile phone is turned into silent, so it won't disturb our inner peace time together. All right? Number 2, toilet is in the back. Woman is this side, man is on this side. Now we have not started yet. You still can use it. All right? But if you start, you don't want to go to toilet while you finally found inner peace and I have to go to toilet now. Cannot stop. That will not be good, right? And last is make sure if the place you are sitting is suitable for meditation, whether the chair is suitable, not make noise or anything. So this way it won't disturb anyone and enjoy our time together. However, in case you're wondering if you practice correctly, here's the words, guys, from our master. He mentioned that receiving happiness every time we meditate, even just for a moment, this is confirmation that we are practicing correctly. So that's all right, everyone. Are you ready? Nod your head if you do. All right, then. But in case, if those who are new, if you want to move your body while you meditate, you can. Okay? The myth of meditation, most people tend to misunderstand, is when you meditate, you should sit like perfect posture. Don't back straight, cross leg, closing eye, don't move an inch, kind of like that. No. If you are new, if you're not used to meditation, sit in a manner that you feel comfortable at most, but maintain your mindfulness too, okay? Sometimes if you relax too much, you could fall asleep, but don't worry. We have our spine, 3 of them around you. If you snore, don't worry, they're gonna making you awake. But if you still not, please forgive us if we have to shake your body, okay? All right, so if you are good to go, all right, then I think we are all set. Now let me turn on the video. In case you are feeling that you're losing focus, you can look at this video while we were meditating and closing our eyes. All right. Okay. All right, everyone. Now, if you are all set, let's begin our meditation. I would like to start by invite everyone finding yourself in the right and comfortable position where you can sit without any tension on your body. Then gently close your eyes, feeling as if you are about to rest or falling asleep. Scanning your whole body truly. Check and see if there are any part that need to be adjusted. So you may adjust and resume our meditation. Begin to relax from the top of your head down to forehead, eyebrows, loosen eyelids. If you feel that your eyelids are shutting too tight, slowly reopen your eyes and close them down more gently. Relax every muscle on the face, making them feeling soft. Clear the thought on your head, make it feeling light, and continue down to the neck and shoulder. Adjusting your back and body properly, feeling free from all the tension that may arise. Relax both of your arms, forearms, all the way down to the tips of your hands. And relax your abdomen, allowing yourself breathing more easily. Continue down further from your hip to your legs, knees, down to your feet. So making sure that the whole body feeling most comfortable at this moment. Spending this time in the beginning, allowing your body feeling relaxed. Body and mind are connected. If one is relaxed, soon the other would follow. If you're adjusting yourself properly, you should feel that the body is light or empty, hollow, feeling like the body blend in with the atmosphere around yourself. Once you found your balance in relaxation over the body, continue to adjust the mind. Empty your mind, putting down everything aside on this moment. Now is the time for yourself, for your mind, for the meditation. Begin to adjust by imagine that you are sitting alone in a place where you feel most comfortable and relaxed. Somewhere that you like to be by yourself, like on top of a mountain, in the forest, or in your favorite garden, making you feeling calm and peaceful, suitable for inner peace. Then take a deep breath. Slowly breathing out. Bring back your mind and rest it inside as you breathe in. Clear the thought, empty the mind while you breathe out. Slowly and gently resting the mind inside yourself, around your abdomen, or at any point where you feel just right to rest the mind inside the body. Continue observe the mind using your feeling that the mind is present inside yourself while stay relaxed over both body and mind. Stay observe and be mindful. No need to rush. No need to force the mind to stay still. Our mind is like a wild horse. It enjoy and love to run. But soon as it runs, soon it will tired out. Let it be as you observe. Soon the mind will come to a standstill. If you like, you could calm the mind down by recite the mantra in the mind at your own pace. You can use your own mantra or the following mantra in the mind. And the mantra is Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Continue reciting the mantra in the mind until the mind has calmed down or the sound of the mantra fades away by itself, and maintain the mind within the body by lightly imagine the sun shine at the place where you rest your mind. Observe the sun. Continue reciting the mantra both together, or you can choose to do either one as you like. Let us continue finding inner peace together tonight until the appropriate time in silence. Stay and still as our mind gradually come to a standstill. Inner peace and joy will slowly fill into the mind. Allow the mind to be open to love, to positivity, without any condition. Feeling peaceful, calm, with joy and happiness inside. Sharing this feeling to the people that you love and connected to you. Starting from yourself to your family and friends and all the people that you love. Wishing everyone to be free from all harms and danger or suffering. For those who are suffering, may they be happy. And for those who are already happy, may they be happier, more and more. Spending these few moments in the remaining time, spread loving kindness before the end of the meditation. Take a deep breath. Slowly breathing out. Maintain the mind. Rest it inside. Continue further after the meditation so you can stay mindful at all times. Sappha Puttha Nupavena, Sappha Dhamma Nupavena, Sappha Sankha Nupavena, Sattha Soti, Bhavantu Te. May you all stay mindful and be with inner peace. Now slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. All right. Oh, no. Too fast. Okay, good. All right. So how are you doing? Does anyone feeling... No, not cold. Relax. Could you raise your hand, please? Thank you. All right. Good. Does anyone feeling like your body is light or disappear? Yeah, you got some? Good. Right. We meditate about 30 minutes, okay? If your first time experience this without any struggle or any feeling of uneasiness, that's a good start. Okay. Does anyone experience happiness or joy or brightness? Yeah. Okay. Brightness in here, like you feeling them. Okay. You don't see them with your open eyes, but you feel them. It's bright, kind of like. It's kind of like when you are closing your eyes, but when the light turn on, even though you close your eye, but you feel that the light is on, kind of like that. That's a feeling, just a little bit of that. Okay, if you have that, that's a good start, because in the long run, the feeling of joy will come and stay. However, if you're just feeling still, but still kind of like frozen, not expand, not light, it's not there yet, but it's along the way. I would say about 90% correct, but the remaining 10% is, there must be some part that you are not comfortable yet, or not, kind of like when you are hold on to the glass like this, and when you sit, you want to put it down. You put it down, but you don't let it go. It's kind of like that. But if you put it down, you're still holding on to it. But once you're feeling joy, brightness, happiness, you begin to let go. That's kind of like that. Okay? And so you can use this as an advice to gauging how you progress. But nevertheless, when you experience something like this, the feeling of wanting to continue and want to stay will usually come surface into the mind, wanting you and motivate yourself to continue practice by yourself alone. If you have that, that's a good start, because this will allow you to continue practice. But if you just feel, all right, like this, maybe next time to motivate yourself, need a little bit push. Not yet there, okay? But if you have this by yourself, further and further, you will learn to practice by your own. And so by this, when you practice meditation with this method, it is very important to guarding yourself, guarding your mind against all kind of distraction. Because sometimes when living in our daily life, we are not living with, robot. We're living with people. In Thailand, people or human is pronounced as the word kon. Okay, kon is mean human, but it also has another meaning. It means stirring. So when you are with human, it's not just no emotion, just thing. It's people. So it's stirring our emotion. So when you're living with people, yes, it's kind of like that. Therefore, it is good to guarding our mind. And today, while I was searching on my own record of learning over time, I found one of the advice from the famous forest monk in Thailand. I didn't put it in there because I'm not sure many of you feeling anything against the Buddhist monk, but at the very least, I just want to tell you that it's from the forest teaching monk, forest monk who are very excel in meditation and famous even in the West. His name was called Ajahn Man. Nah, you can check that in YouTube. In Google. He has advised 10 tips, not tips, advice to stay mindful in your daily life. Because in our daily life there are up and down and there are conflict. So these are the things that can help you to guide yourself, survive and passing through this kind of emotion or disappointment or unhappiness. You can take the note if you like, free of charge. But let me warn you though, my translation are not perfect. Maybe I need some assistance after this to help you easy understand for next time. But for now, just for the record, if you're watching from the YouTube or from the record rerun later on, the translation is not perfect. So understand with me listening, all right? So that we can help you what I'm trying to say. I'll convey my message. Number one, when we are angry, try sitting still and reflecting how much time we have left to live. Why should we wasting time for such matter? You see, when you just meditate, you're feeling good, feeling relaxed. Shouldn't we just spending time with that kind of feeling more than angry or anger, right? But sometimes when we having this kind of emotion arise, of course, if we are not handling it well, we just acting without realizing. That means we losing our mindful state. But when we regain our mindful state, this is when we can apply this. But if we can apply automatically, it's even better. So that way you won't be regret on whatever that you had make mistake later on. So sitting still are not meant by just relaxing or sitting meditate, not like that. It means like take a deep breath, short pause. Try to recall why you're angry. And is it worth the time to spend something like this? This is what you should stay on this practice. Okay, number one. Now, number two. No one in this world, at least who are connected to us, is right and no one is wrong. If we really look into the matter, the cause of the matter, we only find the solution that is, it is like or dislike. I want this, I want to do this. No, I don't want this, I don't want to do that. Mostly are just come from this, from we like or don't like. When the cause usually come after. But if we are very logic person, which is very good, if it ahead of your own emotion, that's very good. But most of the time, right or wrong usually come from like or dislike. Okay, if you have this part at the belly list, understand this part, you will be easily letting go, not attached to what's come, whether when you have an agreement or try to find a reason on that. Number three, when we have anxiety, take a deep breath and reflecting that. Our time is decreased by 1 second in every moment we spend on anxiety. So we don't know how long we're gonna live, but if we're spending 1 second on anxiety, it's not gonna be healthy. I know it's easier said than done. I'm having that too. That is why I have a little bit of gray on my side head, kind of like that. So realizing that maybe should not. So understand this part. I begin to, letting it go. Take a short breath, not to speak or not to try to think about it too much. Okay. Number 4. In every encounter that we have had, meaning that the chance to meet each other again has been lost, we should not wasting time on fighting each other over a trivial matter. In Buddhism itself, a little bit of applying this to this explanation, it said that there are no such coincidence in this world. Everything has its meaning. Everything has its own cost. So when a person meeting, having a chance, feeling attached, feeling connect, feeling not connect, just so or just friend, all of these had reason. But when we have encounter for such time, short or long, it's good and better to stay in friend or good relationship rather than just hating each other. Because once you are not seeing each other again, you never know when you're gonna meet them again. I myself, when I come to now, I begin to reflecting of my encounter with my master. When I was in third years as a training, I have a very good opportunity. Unlike any other monks that I have a chance to study under him closely. And I just thought that, it's easy, I can come meet him at any time. But now looking at myself, I don't have a chance to meet him anymore because I don't go back. I'm staying with you instead. So even if I want to go back, who knows, we will have a chance to meet him. And when I went, before I came to UK, or before I travel, I even went to meet him, but it was in COVID time. No one is allowed, no visitor. In the same temple, get into his office, but I cannot pass that door. So every encounter, you should cherish. It's not just come by on a whim. Whether it's good or bad, some has meaning. But if it has meaning, it stay positive better than negative. All right? This is how you can maintain your good mindfulness. That why should we wasting time on this negative emotion that prevent our friendship and relationship with others? So cherish it when the time you're spending with each other. Number 5, whenever you were taken advantage of by someone, try to let it go sometimes. Talking too much may causing us losing our friendship or your friendship. This in the case meaning by the point that when you are having close relationship with someone, whether it's close friend or your spouse, sometimes we are too close. So when we saying things kind of like, not kind of like being considerate. So when they were like taking advantage or feeling like, I'm losing this, feeling like that, feeling like negative toward others. But when you are having that kind, rather than just continue to feeling that you are at loss, let it go sometime, let it be. Because when you being not holding on too much, it's easier to maintain a relationship. Thai people, they have this kind of thing they usually call sabai sabai. Whenever something wrong, whenever something happen, they always say sabai. Or whenever they feel unfair, they say sabai, because they don't want to hold on to such, feeling. Rather just let it be so we can stay good term together. This is something that you can use it, but sometimes when we are at big advantage lost, However, in every situation, it takes time to settle, some long, some short. But at that moment, rather than stay in uncomfortable feeling or negative emotion, you shouldn't lose this feeling. But when you are happy and feel calm and peaceful, the chance of finding solution will become much quicker and faster. Oh, I forgot to put your animation on this part. Number 6. In every matters that come into our life, they just stay for a while, then leave us again. Whether they are positive or negative, whether it's good or bad, big or small, they are temporary. They're not really long. At myself, like I mentioned, I have a chance to stay with my master, and I thought it's gonna be forever. And look at me now. I realized this part. I was like, I should have stayed spending my time. I should have been, making this mistake. So that's every moment when I have time, such opportunity, take it for granted and try to use it, spend it as value as much as you can. So this way you never regret on the time that you have spent. But remember one thing though, it won't last. So you should not attach to anything too much. Otherwise, we will feel negative than positive over time when you're losing it. Number 7. Whenever someone hurts us, try to let it be, yes, because reflecting that no one lives forever. Even if they leave us, in Buddhism, they have something called what goes around comes around. We don't have to be the one who pay it back or wanting to get revenge, because soon or later we would be part. Even if we not part, they will part from us. Same thing too when we have things. If someone take it away, which gonna be talking about next one, don't worry. Whether we gonna be parting from it or it's gonna be parting from us is always the same, because we cannot hold on and stay with it forever. Everything are just temporary. So whenever someone is taking something away from us, reflecting that you cannot own it, everything. Just like the money, you get a lot of good pay, that's good. But when you come, the government will send you the bill, electric bill, gas bill, everything. It's all gone, temporary. You cannot own it forever. Yes, it must come in one way or another. But still, at least we can use and hold on to it in a way that we can benefit most without feeling attachment to it too much. And number 9. All right. This one is something that we normally tend to forget, is we may not have much like a billionaire, like Elon Musk or Bill Gates or those who are very rich. But however, just having a good health is considered very lucky. Imagine we work our life, we have a lot of money, but at the end we never regard or taking care of our health. In the end, that money will be spent on our hospital bill. But if we are lucky to have, if we are healthy already, that's considered is very luck. Because one of the thing is the Buddha has also mentioned in his word. I'm not sure how to how they say it in English, but he meant by that having the great health is also one of the happiness one can have. So if you are not never care of your health, maybe it's a good time to start looking back, because as time goes, our health are not gonna be stronger and stronger. It just get deteriorate. But as long as you taking care of it well, you will be no problem. Now, number 10. The most thing that people tend to forget is this one. The simple happiness that we tend to overlook are the fact that we are still alive. Eating, sleeping properly, this is considered lucky already. So if you are here right now, at this moment, please be grateful. Because at the very least, you are still alive and you can eat properly and sleeping well, having a place to rest on. So that's one of the things that my master used to remind all of his students or whoever come to the temple first thing in the morning is once you wake up in the morning, reminding yourself that you are still lucky to be alive. We never know when the time is going to come. So if we're still alive, we are considered lucky. Use this time to the best of our benefit without making us suffering in the long run and in the future. All right. Hopefully these 10 tips that I found and share with you today can helping you stay mindful and be considerate in everything, so that way you won't make yourself be making mistake and stay happiness wherever you go and whatever you do. Okay. Now we have a few moments before we end our session. Allow me to give you some of the advertisement at the end, so that way you can also get information. Even though I am not with you at all time, we also provide activity. For example, in case you like to learn and meditate, but you don't have time, we also broadcasting our live here like this on our YouTube channel, Wat Phra Dhammakaya London or DMEU on Facebook. Same time, you can search on our our channel on YouTube for the record, but make sure you look at them in English. If it's in Thai, it's in Thai. If it's in English, then it's English. Okay, so looking at the title, so that way you can know what video you are watching. At the same time, or you can watch the rerun from the previous session to learn. You can use it as your way to practice. I also have my own channel, so it won't disturb with the temple session. At Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 p.m. broadcasting on Facebook and recording, posting in my own channel. It's called Great Teaching Monk here. This is the YouTube channel. You can follow me on my Facebook or on my YouTube channel. Most of them are, not all of them are in English. About 1 or 2% are in different language. But nevertheless, you can enjoy learning and use it for learning and practice meditation at your own convenient time. And this is my Facebook, what it looks like. All right. However, for those who are interested and want to go further into higher intermediate meditation session, we also conducting at every Saturday at 7 p.m. same time here, but on Zoom only, on broadcasting on Facebook channel. And this week our favorite teaching monk as well, Phra Maha Chalongrat Ittiwaro, who will be our teaching monk on this coming Saturday on December 3rd. For more information, you can check out the update on our Facebook channel, Dhammakaya Meditation Europe. This broadcasting into Europe as well. Now, as it is, everyone, Tuesday and Thursday evening class, since our abbot is in Thailand, so you'll be come back in January next year. So me and Venerable Nicholas will be our teaching monk at this time. But for next month, Venerable Nicholas and Venerable Chalongrat will be our teaching monk, since this will be my last session. So I will be traveling to the Middle East by this Thursday. Hopefully I can see you again in next year when I come back. And stay tuned, practice meditation. Don't skip a day, so we can talk and share experience next time when I come. Hopefully you practice and enjoy your time as well. You can share or sending regard later on. After this, so everyone, I hope you enjoy your time, and that's it for our session tonight. Before we end, is there anyone have questions or anything you want to share? Or if you feel too shy, after the session is so open.
So just to reiterate, everyone, if you would like
May you all have a good health and keep practicing meditation and finding inner peace swiftly without delay.